All right, this is the she shed, which is wired up essentially just like the house is. This was just the second round where we knew what we were doing. So it's a little bit neater, a little bit cleaner. We just run 3 inverters. I mean, you know, it's only a 12 by 24 shed. But this is the tie-in that I showed you in the house for the she shed. Here's the other end of it. That's just the breakers that feed the inverters. And there's a little power supply in there. You can probably see it in the video. These get warm when it's charging at such a high rate. So I ended up putting a little fan in the end, and I just used a little DC to DC converter to take the 48 to 12 to run the little fan. And this is the solar panel breakers. These are where the inverters 1, 2, and 3 all come in, tie into the regular 240 output, and then there's the regular house panel. Like I said, this one's a little neater, a little nicer, because we knew where we were going with it. These are the batteries. The shunt's actually underneath there. You can see the top of it. There's the little Raspberry Pi running a solar assistant for monitoring. Originally, I just got 4 100 amp hour rack mount batteries because it was just the she shed, and that was way more than enough to keep this place going. And then I took 2 of the ones I built, like are out at the barn, and I put them in here too once we started running a couple of miners off of the she shed, because you need batteries when you run miners just for when the sun goes behind a cloud or something. It'll go from having plenty of power on the panels to pulling 50 or 60 amps off each battery. And it only lasts for a minute or two and then back to the sun. But you do need to have a pretty good little buffer there. And we'll walk outside. It's the same thing, transformer, just like the house. Basically, it's just a carbon copy of the house without all the backup redundancy on the generators. And that's about it for out here. All right, we're outside. All the solar stuff's right on the back side of this wall. We're just on the outside wall. Transformer. There's the mini split. And there's an extra panel out here just in case. You know, I can plug welders in and so forth and so on. So we do a lot of welding. And also it feeds the pump house there for the water and everything. And there's also some plugs that run over to the other grids just for overhead lights, plug in a battery charger here or there, whatever. Just tried to sprinkle some power around in case we need it. But it works exactly like the house. And that's it.